The auction is always our most anticipated event. Well, we hold it twice a year, but people, probably as soon as next month, are going to start asking us when the next auction is. It's probably the most frequently requested thing. First auction I ever went to was when Ray was still at the Warhammer store, and he used to hold it at his house. And it's always been a super fun event.
Man, I've been doing this auction since before I worked here.
What was the reason though?
So I started doing it at another store that I used to go to called the Realm Games and Comics in Brea. It's still open, different owner now, but the manager that was there is the manager that's still there. But they used to do this, and it was my club that did it, and it was to raise money for the club at the time, and that was kind of the intention behind it. But now it's for me and this side, I think as far as War Room goes, I think it's really pushed the whole community to kind of come together and they just have fun. It's a fun day. It's goofing around.
Shake him, John. Shake him for you.
He was like,
shake the goods.
He was like that.
Talking a lot of shenanigans.
Little half off action. You want your half off moonshine? That doesn't sound as good.
It's, going overboard on some things, making people bid on things. Like we sell boxes because everybody needs something to go out. So boxes sell for like $1, $2, $3.
More? And boxes!
They just got more boxes.
A new box to fill! Is when she kicks me out. Oh my God.
But it's not even just about the deals. It's about the community actually coming together. We had all of the paddles out. It was the first time we've ever had all of the paddles out at the same time. And we had the most lots offered up, one more than our previous record. So, we had 120, 130 people in here all at the same time, so that it's a rare occasion for us to have that much of the community in one place at one time.
Plus people just, you get rid of some of your clutter, like when you're at a point where you have so much stuff like I've had and I've accumulated over the last 20 years, I think it's that chance, like you're saying, is to kind of give that out to other people that might enjoy it since you really haven't at that point. So yeah, I think that the community side it's huge. It's really, really big. It's important for us to do these types of events, and we're always trying to figure out a new way to do some kind of event like this. I think it does bring that sense of community.
People are always looking forward to it, because we've seen things from the past 50 years of gaming show up at the auction. Stuff from the 60s that people wouldn't even think that would still be in usable condition.
Yeah.
That people have bought. It's also a lot of nostalgia too, where someone has an RPG from the when I started playing in the late 80s, and it's like I haven't seen this book since then, and it's just kind of, you get that nice reminiscing of when you first started in gaming and you were young and innocent and everything was new and exciting.
Oh yeah, so yeah, everybody will buy stuff for other people just to make them go home with something that maybe they were getting out of. That's what's hilarious about it. So
they'll buy stuff for other people, especially if they think, oh, this person wants to get out of this game. Well, too bad, you're getting this bolt action stuff.
No, stop! You see what I have to deal with here.
Yeah, so this is all basically because everyone wanted to give you stuff, right?
Yeah, because they know my life is good.
Hilarious. I think that's one of the funniest jokes ever. It costs you like $20, like to, make your friend not jump out of a game. Like, who doesn't want to? Nobody wants to lose their friends out of the game.
Yeah, and it's also an easier way for someone who is, perhaps ready to move on for some things to get store credit to buy things that they are interested in. This year there's going to be some big releases, so some people have told me that they're going to be saving up their credit for that. Or hey, I wanted to start this new army, or I wanted to get into this game, and then they bought a couple things, and then if they had items at the auction, they could you turn that store credit into something that they're going to be enjoying in the near future.
So it's those types of things. Like it's a goofy session. It's like the board game guys that leave here, they walk out with like 20, 30 board games. simply because the cost is so low. And then those guys that sold all the board games, they turn around and they buy new board games because they just knew that they weren't going to play those, or they're like, this isn't really like the style of play that I want. So it's really just kind of it's a fun thing.
And then also, we got to give a shout out to Ephraim for coming through with catering hot dogs. He's going to be hopefully become a fixture at the store. When people collect items, it becomes sort of their personal, somewhat of their personality, and also like their personal keepsakes. And selling them on eBay or on any sort of the third-party sites or Facebook buy, sell, and trade, it's a little bit impersonal, where you never know what the person is going to be using the armies for. Whereas here is like it stays within the community. So like if you are selling your Blood Angels army, that someone's going to pick it up and use it, and then they're going to enjoy it, and you can actually still see it. If they bring it down and they're playing at the store, you can still see your old army and see what they've done with it.
It's great. I absolutely love the auction. It's my favorite time of year.